Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for watching. What is good? I am Jade. If you're new here, and excuse the noise, I can hear it. It's just some motorcycle making the most annoying sounds. Okay, hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for watching. I'm Jade. If you're new here, so I wanted to talk about Kanye West. For those of you who don't know, he's currently in Paris, is doing the Fashion Week in Paris, and he had a few things that he did. He's been doing some really interesting things, I should say, for lack of a better word. He's been trying to get attention for himself. And sometimes it has worked and sometimes it hasn't worked. But this one definitely ruffled a few feathers because does. Anytime he wants to get attention, he does something really weird. You know, in the past few years, since Donald Trump actually, this man has really been, you know, been taking advantage of the black community and just using asserting himself into blackness when he wants to use it to his own benefit or when he wants to make some pity party or whatever. You know, I remember vividly the day that Kanye West said, while he was on TMZ being interviewed, that slavery was a choice, that 400 years they could have, like, he made it seem as though they could have left at any time, as if people wanted to be like, this man has no respect for black for black people, and that's just a simple fact. He has no respect. He sees the culture, he sees blackness as something that he can use to manipulate, to take advantage of the people that he needs to take advantage of at any given point. I could never. That was the day that I completely wrote him off. Like, that was the day that he was done in my book, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure it probably doesn't make any difference to him that I am no longer supporting him. But I just wanted to put it there just to say what I needed to say. So he's always using blackness for his own benefit, always using blackness when it benefits him, from saying that slavery was a choice. And then one moment he's talking about how, oh, his children are black and he's a black father who Kim Kardashian is trying to keep his children away from him. He's talking about how corporations are cheating black artists. And then he goes on to do something like this. This is Kanye West and Candice Owens. They are basically posing and wearing a White Lives Matter shirt at such an event. It's so interesting to me how this man continues to do this. And what is even more sickening is just how short memory a lot of us have. How very short memory a lot of us have. Like, when you go online now, obviously this topic of Kanye and Candice is trending and people are talking about it, and not in the best light, obviously. But just wait until a few weeks, because I'm pretty sure that the reason why Kanye is doing this, because he wants to pander to the white folks to buy his product, to buy his $400 Yeezy that, let's be honest, only people with fuck you money, who really have more money than they have anything to use it for, than people who really have more money than they can spend, which are mostly white folks. They are the one buying his ugly ass sneakers. Nobody else is buying it. It's very hard for you to see like a black person that will spend that amount of money on Kanye's Yeezys. So he knows exactly what he's doing. He's pandering to those folk because he knows that at the end of the day, they are the ones that are going to patronize him. And when he's done, he's going to come out again and vent. This is how he gets the support of the black community, right? He does this thing that is completely anti-blackness, and then the next time he turns around and he talks about how, it goes on a rant about how Kim and Kim's mother are preventing him from seeing his black children, you know. And so the community once again rally around him. Community once again rallies around him, justice for Kanye and all the other nonsense because, oh, this is a black man that we absolutely have to support. It is so sickening. This makes me sick to my stomach, just how far this man will go. And let's be honest, all of this is just self-serving. It's about making money. It's about becoming even richer than he could have ever imagined. And he's willing to do anything. He's willing to do anything to get that. And that is what is sad, because somebody that is willing to put his own people, to throw his own people under the bus just so that he can achieve what he wants to achieve. It's about time that people really need to wash their hands off of Kanye. It really is about time. And I always laugh when people refer to him as a genius. Maybe to you he's a genius. Maybe you have below average intelligence. And so you see all of this as some kind of genius, what he's doing. He's some kind of a phenomenon. No. He just knows that he has a lot of really, 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 um not to be too disrespectful, but at some point I don't even care anymore. But then again, Kanye West realized that he has a lot of dimwits who are willing to follow anything as long as he appears to be on their side. The same thing that Trump used, the same way Trump was able to win a lot of people over, because he was spewing things that even he, Trump, did not fully believe. But because he wanted to win so bad, and he knew that the only way for him to win was to spew those really, really extreme things. That was the only way to continue to get the base, like the rural people who are like the far right, who feel like they have been disenfranchised because no candidates in the elections, in the previous elections, have been speaking their minds or saying exactly what they wanted to hear. And so, yeah. So he just pandered to those people, and that's exactly what Kanye is doing. And as you can see from some of the response, it's obvious that, it's working. What he wants to see happen is working, because when you read some of the comments, when you read some of the response, and you have people saying, on behalf of all the battered and bruised white folks all around the world, we say thank you. This was the response after Candice Owens posted this on her social media. So these are the kind of response that people have been giving. We all know that Candice Owens is just an attention whore. She goes where the attention is. A few weeks ago, she was dragging Kris Jenner, Kim's mother, for watching and actually sanctioning and giving the go ahead to a sex tape that Kim was allegedly involved in, that she actually approved. So because this was what Ray J claimed, Brandy's brother. And so Ray J came out saying that he doesn't like the way that he's being portrayed, that he has kids who are going to see all this in the future, that even his business was at risk, that once upon a time, they were even trying to vote him out of his business. He has this AirPods, it's called Raycon. I call it AirPod Honey because iPhone, So yeah, he had this earpiece and earpiece company, and he was on the verge of being voted out because, according to him anyway, because of these allegations that Kim and the family continues to perpetuate, that Ray J was somehow trying to blackmail them, and Ray J was somehow trying to pull a fast one, which Ray J said it wasn't the case. So he got angry and he came out on social media, did a lengthy video, basically showing proof, showing receipts of all Kris Jenner's involvement with regards to the sex tape. Because remember, Kim Kardashian and her mom tried to make it seem as though the tape was leaked. But then Ray J came out and said, no, it wasn't leaked. This was a production, basically, that the mom was like she was essentially the producer, because even after they were done, she had to watch both. They did it twice, and she watched Kris Jenner watched both tapes and decided which one she preferred, which one she wanted to like make the negotiation for. And they got paid. He said he got paid about $400,000, but he didn't. Other than the 400,000 that he claimed he was paid, he never really made anything out of it. The only person that really benefited from the sex tape and continues to benefit from it is Kim Kardashian and her family. They basically built an empire, a business empire. Two of the family members became billionaires from just the notoriety of that sex tape, right? Okay, so why am I saying all this? So recently, Ray J came out blasting, exposing Kris Jenner for her part in the whole production and the whole deal. And so Candice did I believe it was a 10 minutes piece. I can't say anymore, can't remember anymore, where Candice Owens dragged Kris Jenner, called her a pimp, called Kim Kardashian, says Kim Kardashian doesn't have a soul anymore, says all kinds of things. And so because this was what people have been wanting to say, and because of how viral that piece that Candice did, even people who did not really like Candice because of her antics and because of her controversial stance, even when it comes to Black people, she's another excuse. She's another example of people who take advantage of all the support and the assistance that they get as Black people. But then once they get to the top, they completely turn their backs on their community and all of a sudden start pandering to white folks at the expense of the Black community. So she's that person. And so for a very long time, people did not like her because, they say not all skin folks are kinfolk. So people realized that she was not the kind of person that, she was not for the culture. She was not for the community. She has sold her soul. She was basically a pick me who would do anything just to continue to be liked and appreciated and supported by racist, basically. Okay, so anyways, when she did the video and dragging, criticizing Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner, a lot of people, even the people who never really liked her because of her political stance and how she continues to drag the Black community under the bus for her own benefit, even everyone came around and said, well, at least a broken clock is right twice a day. And so people were appreciated because she does have a big platform and she was able to articulate what a lot of people have been feeling for some time. And so people were, they were down for that. And so now she and Kanye have now come together, collaborated on continuing to exploit the white community at the expense of Black community. I'm not even here saying that all lives doesn't matter, whatever. It's just the trolling. And whether or not you think that this is trolling, it is like it's trolling at the expense of your community, at the expense of your own race, because you want to make more money, you want to get more support, you want to be more relevant among the racists, basically, because when you look at most of the people that follows Candice Owens, they are mostly racist. you know it's mostly racist people with extreme views, and she's basically a figurehead that people can use and say, look at this, see this Black lady, she agrees with us. The racist, obviously, they will say, look at this Black lady, she agrees with us, so let's support her, let's fund her. Like racists, they may not have a lot, but when they come together, the little dollar and $2 and $3 or whatever that they have, they can actually galvanize and put it on a cause that they believe in. And as of right now, Candice Owens is a cause for them. Is a major cause, because she's like the figurehead, right? She's the face of all the Black all the black Republicans and black conservatives and black extremists, okay? So yeah, and so she's benefiting a whole lot of it. And that is something that I have come to realize now, that a lot of people seemingly now rush to the extreme side of the political of politics, right? Because it's more profitable. It's more, especially if you're a person of color and you have these extreme views, and you are more than willing and happy to sacrifice your integrity and your self-respect and your self-worth, and to sacrifice your race for those views. When, as long as you're willing, you will be successful. You will be successful. That is just the climate right now, because a lot more people want to hear something that they already feel being said. So when people like Candice Owens, people like Kanye West, when they come out and they spew this bullshit, when they spew this extremist bullshit, this racist bullshit, they have a crowd, they have a demographic of people who actually enjoys them, who will do anything, who will support them, who will pay anything. When Kanye makes music, or when he releases any of those ugly shoes that he keeps selling, or those ugly outfits, you always hear how, oh, it's sold out within minutes, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I don't necessarily believe in that figure. I sometimes think that there is the possibility that he is the one buying off all those things just to remove some of the shame of him not selling out at a target, at a record time, in record time. So because we have heard stories about how Kanye, when Kim will be featured in magazines, Kanye will go, allegedly his people will go, and he will have some people go and buy out all of the magazines that are on the stand, just so that it can appear that, oh, Kim sold out. Kim being in front of the magazine actually made the magazine sold out. Okay, so, but allegedly that's just Kanye trying to help the situation, trying to help the sale, and yeah, and so that they can go ahead and say, oh, the last time that she was in the cover of our magazine, she sold out, people bought it, so let's put her again. You know, I don't know how that's gonna work out in the long term. I guess he just buys those magazines allegedly, and just burn them, set them on fire, cause like I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, Kanye has a history of basically pandering to the black community. One minute he's talking about how white lives matter. The other minute he's talking about how his black kids are being prevented by their black mother, like it, by their white mother. It's just, to him, this is just pandering. This is just pandering. And the people that say, oh, he's a genius, like I said before, somebody like Kanye, you will only consider somebody like Kanye as a genius because you have subpar intelligence. That is the only way you can look at Kanye, his antics, everything. I don't care if he's trolling just to get sales. Like, if you want to get sales, if you really want to be a genius, why don't you develop new ways that doesn't involve you disrespecting your community, throwing your community under the bus, to sell products? Why don't you develop other ways that is going to develop other business strategies that is going to help you sell out quickly, so that you do not resolve in trying to pull down and bring down the community that you belong in, just so that you want to sell to the other community? That's what a genius does. A genius is not somebody who understands that there are so many people who have this polarizing views about the black community and about any kind of social justice causes, and then let me pander to that. Let me put on a White Lives Matter t-shirt just so that, no, that's not a work of a genius. That's like the easiest thing you can do. I know what I can do to get anything that I want. I know who to pander to get something done for me. So to me, that is not my idea of a genius. Being able to like throw the Black community under the bus for your own selfish interest, for your own business, just so that you can gain, you can make a sale, you can sell out whatever it is that you're pushing. That doesn't make, that's like the easiest thing that you can do, because people are so gullible, people are so easy to manipulate. So that is like the easiest thing you can do to put your name out there. That is like the easiest thing that you can do to put your name out there as a Black person. Just go out, go to social media and post some anti-Blackness rhetoric on your Instagram or your social media, and then see all the support that you're going to get from people who already feel that will already share your views. That is so easy. That's like shooting whatever in a barrel. It's like the easiest way. So if you really are a genius, like you keep calling yourself, and like some gullible, easy to manipulate people with the with subpar intelligence level, if you really want to show, if you want to prove your genius, how about you come up, you devise a more complicated plan, a more complicated market strategy to sell your product and still sell out without having to throw your community under the bus. How about you do that? When you are able to achieve that, then you will be a genius in my book. Okay? Once you are able to sell out, once you are able to sell out at a record, at a record at a record level, at record numbers or whatever, then you are a genius. Not this one. Not manipulating gullible people by posting things that are so easy. Not like that. Mm? Not like that. That is not how you, that is not, that is just you realizing the market and realizing that the only way you are going to get some attention and get people to buy your product because they are so easy to deceive is by saying something inflammatory against your own race, because that's the kind of thing that people want to see. That's the kind of thing that people want to see. So yeah, obviously, he's just appeasing the ones who have made him a billionaire. You know, the ones that buy his ugly $400 a pair of Yeezy. Like, obviously, you know. And it's so interesting how people have very short attention span. Now, before you know it, people have moved on to other things. People have, like, it's crazy. It's just crazy how easy people move on. And that's what's so perplexing about all of this. Because I don't know. We can definitely stay on Kanye's topic, other than because what he's doing is very disgusting. It's very sad. He keeps stealing from black creators. He keep allegedly stealing from black inventors, and using it to benefit his wife's community and his wife's family. Imagine allegedly stealing from his black fiance, ex-fiance, and then pouring all of that knowledge and all of that experience and all of that notoriety and all of that influence to promote, to elevate Kim, to elevate Kim Kardashian. And that's the reason why he's really having a hard time letting go, because he has invested so much. Before Kanye came into Kim Kardashian's life, there were certain places like the Met Gala, like the Vogue magazines, that Kim Kardashian will never even be considered for an invitation, for a feature or whatever. But because of Kanye's influence, she's now up there in places that even they don't even want to see Kanye anymore. They will rather give Kim the invitation than give Kanye, or they will first give Kim invitation before they even give Kanye and ask him, do you want Kanye there? We are thinking of inviting him. If you don't feel comfortable having him around because of his erratic behavior, then we can just not invite him. Sometimes they have to now ask Kim's permission before they can send Kanye invitation to some high class events. And it's all because of Kanye. So he is taking so much from the Black community and used it to bless, to elevate the white community, particularly his wife's family. And that's the reason why it's so hard for him now to simply step away, because he has invested so much in that woman, because he knows that if he doesn't continue to fight or at least try to bring him down, which really is not going to happen anymore, it's too late. They have reached a level that all he's doing is only going to make her even more sympathetic, her family more sympathetic. Nobody cares anymore. But this is why, because he knows that he has elevated her so much so that she's now at the pinnacle of everything, that all of that, now that she has walked away, all of that is going to be, if she chooses to marry somebody else tomorrow, possibly a white man, honey, if she chooses to marry somebody else tomorrow, all of that success she's going to use to elevate a person of her race. Understand? So that's the reason why he's always going on this rampage. That's the reason why he's always going on this tangent and losing his shit, because he knows that he has really invested so much in that woman that at the end of the day, if he really should decide that he's done, he's the one who lost on every count. He's the loser, she's the winner in the relationship. Just like Ray J is the loser and Kim is the winner. So there you have it. So it's just sickening. It's terrible. Hi Double M. Hi. Oh my gosh, you're here. Thanks for being here. And Double M says, I really don't care for him. He has no decorum. I would prefer to walk barefooted before I wear that hideous slippers. I'm telling you, when I see people rush to buy it, that's why I can never believe those numbers. When I hear, oh, he sold out in X amount of time, I don't believe it, because I'm like, who's buying those things? Most of the people that I see wear them are celebrities who are giving as products. They get like they get all this product, they get free products from designers or whatever, including Kanye. But I've never really seen like a regular person wearing those really really expensive Yeezys. I've never seen, like, who wears them. I don't know. Hello Eunice. Placida says his morning socks disguised his morning socks disguised as so-called clothes. This WLM crap is beyond the pale. I know he has been spewing a lot of garbage, but this is definitely not going to end well for him. But as a thing though, people are outraged right now and people are going in on him, but we all know that it doesn't always last. Before you know it now, he's going to come and cry about how Kim is preventing him from seeing his black children. Kim is preventing him from seeing his black children. His black children are going to go to the so-and-so school. His black children this and his black children that. And before you know it, he's already got the support of the black community, and everyone is out there carrying the placard, justice for Kanye. Let Kanye see his kids. He knows exactly how to pander to these people. That's why I'm saying that there are so many dull people in the world. Like, how can this man say all these things now? Like, he has shown you so many times that he doesn't give two F's about our community. And then the same man will turn around and cry and talk about, like, he has made it very clear. He has made it very clear. Right from, if people really wanted to treat Kanye's fuck up, it should have started right when he was hugging and shaking Donald Trump and wearing that ugly, ridiculous red hat. But he will do this, and tomorrow he will cry. He will go on this pity campaign about how he's being treated unfairly by the music corporation, by Kim Kardashian and her family. And then people will suddenly forget all the awful things that he just said 5 minutes ago about his black community. What would have ended what should have ended Kanye's respect, the respect that people had for Kanye, should have been the moment where he said slavery was a choice. That should have been the day that the black community should have washed our hands off of Kanye. The day he said slavery was a choice, that was the day. If people really wanted to be done with this guy for all the awful things that he has said, that they would, because he disrespected so many people. And he has gone on to say even worse things ever since. And people just keep calling him a genius. He's a genius. Like I said, if you think in your mind that Kanye is a genius, then you have very, very low intelligence, subpar intelligence. Because anybody that has any kind of intelligence at all, anyone that has an average level of intelligence will never look at Kanye and say, oh, he's a genius. There is nothing genial about what he's doing. If you want to be a genius, if you really want to show that you're a genius, why not devise a plan to sell your product that does not include you throwing your community under the bus, and then sell out in no time, in record time, and then I will respect you as a genius. But all of this does not make you a genius. You're just grabbing onto the lowest hanging fruit. That's what he's doing. Like he's just pandering to the dumbest of the dumbest in the society. So yeah. There's nothing Kanye will do that will surprise me. The guy is disturbed, in my opinion. Shock and outrage is his modus operandi. The Walking Dead fashion, who is in their right frame of mind, will use those tattered clothes to mop their floor, let alone wear them. I think people are using the word genius pretty loosely. I'm telling you, they just use it so loosely, like for anybody. The word has literally lost its meaning because of how ridiculously people use it this day, because of how quickly people use it this day. The word has lost its meaning. Everybody is a genius. If you can rub $2 together, you're a genius. If you can wipe your ass after using the toilet and doing number two, you're a genius. It's so crazy. The word has been so misused and it's annoying. It's really, really annoying. Every time they refer to Kanye as genius, I always find myself scratching my head and laughing because it is straight up ridiculous. Definitely, I agree. On that note, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you guys for coming. I wanted to quickly come here and just drop this one here. This is what is buzzing right now. And these two attention seekers, they are definitely getting all the attentions that they want. And yeah, and it's just so sad that we as a collective, as a community, we cannot just wash our hands off of these people and be done with him, or done with her, done with them. We can't do that. We need to stop doing that. We need to learn how to do that, so that no matter what he says, he's dead to us. We just ignore him as if it doesn't even matter. People like Kanye need to be ignored like they don't matter. We should learn to ignore him. I don't care whether he does something right, whether he does something wrong. Just ignore him. Whether Kim Kardashian is preventing him from seeing his kids, whatever is happening, because he has made his bed, so he should lie on it. We need to stop feeling sorry for this man. I am so sick of people feeling sorry for him. And every time he drags us under the bus, like no other race, no other. There are celebrities from other cultures, from other POC communities. Nobody drag Black people like Black people. Nobody does this. Nobody ridicule our community or the way no other community, no other POC group ridicule their community the way celebrities from our community ridicule us. It's so annoying, and we continue to allow them. We continue to, like, whatever happened to supporting the ones that support you and turning your back on the ones that turn their backs on you? No other community does this. No other community does this. Only the Black community. Only celebrities from Black community, they will trash Black women. It's just too much, man. When is enough enough? When are we going to be done? When are we going to completely wash our hands off of these people who have no respect for us? They only come to us when they need us. And then once they are done, they immediately forget that they needed us and we came through for them. And then they will go back to the people that they really want to love. The people whose love and affection and respect they really want. Just take a look at it. Is there any other POC community where the celebrities treat their people the way Black celebrities treat us. Look at it. Look at the Asian community. Look at the Indian community. Look at any other community and tell me if there is anyone who treats their own people the way Black celebrities treat the Black community. I mean, this got to stop. Enough is enough already. Enough is enough. So much. How many times does Kanye have to show you that he doesn't give two F's about you before you can start taking it? How many times does he have to throw us, our community, under the bus before we can start learning? He does this because he knows that, oh, don't worry, all I need to do is just go on social media and cry wolf and complain that Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are preventing me from seeing my kids. And then the people will rally around me again. The Black community will surround me again, and they will love me again, and they will support me again. Enough is enough. This is just so outrageous and it's sickening. I am just so tired of it. I'm tired of it. Doesn't make any sense. It's always something. Anyways, on that note, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.